Myself and William Ruto have come a long way for the last 20 years. We are buddies and we are friends. One thing about William Ruto, he has no inferiority complex. He will not be bothered that I am a good worker, I'm a performer. He will be quite happy when I perform so that I augment his work, I complement his efforts. So there is no way me and him can have a conflict, none whatsoever. The conflict between William Ruto and Uhuru Kenyatta was brought about by inferiority complex, because the president had inferiority complex. He was unhappy that William Ruto is a performer, and therefore he wanted to cut him to size. It was unnecessary. I will be bringing energy to the presidency. I will be complimenting Dr. William Ruto. I will be supporting him. He's more than happy to have a good worker, somebody focused, somebody hardworking like himself, so that with the combined effort, because that is what this country needs. This country is in such a bad situation. It needs serious workers. You can't want a deputy who is just there, who is not a worker, who is not a performer. So I want to assure the people of Kenya that the issues we saw between President Uhuru Kenyatta and Dr. William Ruto will not be there. I want to say that with certainty. Me and him have sat and discussed. In any case, he has spelled out my duties quite clearly. And when he does the executive order, number 1, my duties will be clearly spelled. In fact, I'm complaining he has allocated me too much work. I'm already fretting, on the workload. He has confidence in me, and he's giving me serious responsibilities to be able to help him to govern this country and to turn around the economy. So I want to tell the people of Kenya to be assured that we'll have synergy, we'll work in a good partnership, and we complement each other. And mine is to support the president. Mine is to back him up. Mine is to make sure that the roles he assigned me are implemented with military precision. Mine is to make sure that the country is moving in the right direction. And mine is also to keep my ear to the ground, to listen to what people are saying and advise him appropriately. And luckily for Dr. William Ruto, he's a good listener, and he takes advice, with humility, and he doesn't take offense when we tell him this and this. What he's doing probably is not right, probably Kenyans are not happy. He takes it in good stride. So, and that is a mark of leadership, the ability to listen, agreeing to be advised, agreeing to be corrected, and agreeing to have a discussion with your juniors. When you respect your juniors and you treat them with respect and acknowledging that they also have some brains, then work becomes very easy. Dr. William Ruto has respect for the people under him. He has tremendous respect for all of us. Even young members of parliament, he gives them time and he listens to them. And many a time he has taken a position, and some junior members of parliament have advised him against it, and he has, with happiness and heartily agreed to the advice. So I am sure that we'll have a government that is full of consultation and consensus, and that is what will make us succeed, by consulting regularly, by agreeing to disagree, by having meetings and staying with our members of parliament, discussing with our governors, having many parliamentary groups meeting, and meetings allowing people to prevail and people to discuss freely, so that they can inform him and he can get better knowledge to assist him in decision making.
As the incoming deputy president, do you actually think maybe there should be a constitutional amendment just to make sure that the roles of the deputy president are constitutionally defined, such that we just don't leave it open to be like an assistant of the president? Do you think the roles should be constitutional?
Probably in future, but for now it's not necessary. My duties will be well spelled out in the executive circular, and me and William Ruto, we have agreed what I need to do. In fact, I am already feeling the heat of what he has allocated me. So for now it's okay, but probably because of future, you may get another president like Uhuru Kenyatta, who has no regard for his deputy. Probably going forward, that is food for thought. It's something that our lawmakers need to look at, so that we don't have a situation like we had between Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto. But in our case, because of the kind of personalities that we are fine and we are okay. But for posterity, I think it's food for thought.
Maybe before I let you go to join your family in the Thanksgiving ceremony, we saw a letter released yesterday by the Azimio la Umoja presidential candidate Raila Odinga, saying that he will not be attending the inauguration ceremony of the 5th president and you as the deputy president for various reasons that he outlined. What do you think of that? What are your thoughts on that? And also, what do you have to tell Kenyans on this particular day so that I can let you go?
I don't think Raila Odinga is one of our concerns. I mean, surely, be fair to us. We have a country to run. We have a 10 trillion public debt, 14 million Kenyans in CRB, 6 million unemployed people, imaginable, prices of food commodities. Where would we get time to bother about Raila Odinga? Raila Odinga is a Kenyan. He's a senior citizen. He's free to do what he wants. Yeah, but he's really, I must tell you, he is not among our priorities. And really, we are not really bothered, yeah, because we have work to do. We have been given a mandate by the people of Kenya, and that is what we want to focus on. And we really don't want to get involved in sideshows, by what Raila Odinga is saying, oh, he'll come, he'll not come. It doesn't matter. The function will go on. Kasarani is full. We can't even accommodate the people who are there. That is what is important. As to what he wants to do, I think we leave it to him. But I want to say we'll accord him his due respect as a senior citizen. And we expect him to lead the opposition to keep us in check. We don't want a situation where we have a one-party state. We don't want a situation where Uhuru Kenyatta swallowed the opposition and we had a mongrel of a government. You don't know who is government and who is in opposition. We are happy to have a working opposition to oversight us and keep us on check. And I invite Raila Odinga and the Azimio group to take up their place and keep us on check and oversight us and call us out when we are out of order and criticize our decisions and make suggestions as to how we can make this country better. And I think that is what the former Prime Minister should do. Immediately take up his role and lead Azimio in keeping us in check and oversighting us and making sure that we are held to account. Because it's important that we be held to account for what we do for this country.
One question from the national broadcaster. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. This is Gishoki Wachira. Looking at the just concluded polls, out of 22 million registered voters, 7.1 voted for you and William Ruto, 6.9 voted for Azimio, while another 7 million did not abstain from the vote completely. What measures will you be putting in place maybe to enhance national unity and cohesion?
But there is national unity. An election is just an event. The fact that people have voted this way and that way doesn't mean they are disunited. When I listen to the people of Kenya, people have moved on. It's only the politicians who are talking about bringing people together. Bring them together to do what? Kenyans have a new government and they want the government to start working for them. And we shall work for everybody, those who voted for us and those who did not vote for us. Kenyans are united by a desire to be served by their government. Kenyans are busy with their daily hassles. The only people who are talking about a division are the political class. But the ordinary Kenyans, you have seen, they have moved on. They have refused to go for demonstrations. They have refused to protest. And Kenyans have moved on. What we need to do ourselves is to work for the people of Kenya. We will unite them by giving them service uniformly. That's the way to unite Kenya. You don't need to do anything else. Is to take development to every part of this country. Is to create a good working environment for all Kenyans across the country without discrimination. That is the way you unite the people of Kenya, by action, by working for everybody, by treating everybody equally, by having equity, by taking development to every part of this country. That is what we intend to do.
Thank you very much.
Your family is here, and a number of them, including the extended family. And how crucial actually have they been with you, including even your wife? That is
my family is a wonderful family. When I got in trouble with the state because of my political stand, and the state unleashed very serious and brutal persecution mechanism, my family stood with me. My wife, Pastor Dorcas, she has prayed for me every day. She has walked with me. She has stayed by my side. She has never left me one day. My two sons, Kevin and Keith, are wonderful boys. They have been with me in very difficult times. Even when I was in prison, They were there for me, bringing me food, coming to check on me and encouraging me. My immediate family, the Gachagua family, has been with me in prayer and supporting me and urging me on. My extended family has been very good to me. And I want to tell the people of Kenya to take care of family. But at the end of it, those are your people. When things were very difficult for me, my very good friends ran away from me. My business partners betrayed me. Others disowned me. Others switched their phones on me. Others blocked me. Others disappeared when they heard I'm around. But my family never deserted me a single day. I want to urge the people of Kenya, please take care of your families. Show them love and compassion. Those are the only people, when the chips are done, you can rely on. All these other people can desert you, but family will also stand with you. And I'm entirely very grateful to my family for standing with me in very difficult times and circumstances.
Just a quick last one. In 2013, we saw that is Deputy President William Ruto, who is now the President-elect, accompanied by then President-elect Uhuru Kenyatta, head to State House just in the few hours before the official handover, and have a moment actually with the outgoing President then, the late Mwai Kibaki. But yesterday, we didn't see you at State House. Maybe was there a reason behind?
No, I was not able to go because I was busy. I was in charge of the political mobilization you have seen in Kasarani. And you know, one of the things that I do myself, one of my strengths is political mobilization. I have mobilized all my lives. I mobilized for President Moi. I mobilized for President Mwai Kibaki. I mobilized for Uhuru Kenyatta. And I told my boss, if I've mobilized for all these people, I must mobilize for myself and my boss. So I decided to take personal charge of what is going on in Kasarani. In any case, my boss went to meet his counterpart. I'm not in that level. I'm a small man. You know, I'm a very small man. And you know where I've come from. You know, I'm not even supposed to be here. If these human beings are their way, I would be elsewhere. It's only God who, miraculously, through His grace and mercy, who have allowed me to be where I am today. So I am told they had a good time, but I was busy with political mobilization to make sure that all our people are in Kasarani, they are taken care of, and I'm happy that thousands have turned up. In fact, we have a serious capacity to accommodate them.
What do you make of his statement that he will hand over with a smile? He'll hand over with a smile, but his leader is Raila odinga of Azimio?
I don't want to talk about my friend and former boss Uhuru Kenyatta. We have come from far. What I need to do is that when things are settled, I need to go and look for him and we have a cup of tea and we chat about the good old days that we used to have together.
On a very, very light note, Bona Deputy President-elect, are you aware of your latest nickname?
I hear many things, but I stay focused.
Should I let you know?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I hear many things.
I will.
Well, she knows.